Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imale Ning Ning, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're going straight to the House of Parliament, where Busisiwe Mkhwebane, advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, made her first maiden speech in Parliament, and a powerful one. I think they were debating energy and stuff because that's what she was concentrating on. And of course, when you are given a platform, you don't miss the opportunity to shoot at the ruling party. Busisiwe Mkhwebane is such a person where when you have this type of a horse in your team, you are not worried. You can just give a task and you know that she will run with it. Let's just quickly listen to what Busisiwe Mkhwebane said. Not necessarily break it down. I'm not going to break it down, but I'm going to just give you my thoughts of how I feel she did with her first maiden speech in Parliament.
Thank you, Chairperson C.S.C. Malema, Chief Whip of the EFF, Chairperson of the EFF. We take this opportunity to reiterate the condemnation of the genocidal violence that is being meted out by apartheid Israel over the people of Palestine. The people of South Africa, the continent, African continent, to the world must know that the warmongering colonial settler apartheid state that is waging the war in Palestine is not the biblical state of Israel, but a group of bloodthirsty, racist, and colonial invaders who are supported by the imperialist West, particularly the US, the UK, the Western Europe. Now coming back to the statement by the Minister of Electricity on how load shedding will be reduced. It is not the first time that the political leaders from the ruling party have made commitments about load shedding, and there is still no believability and credibility in their statements. And it is not the first
Honorable
time
Mkhwebane,
in more than one.
Honorable Mkhwebane, please take your seat. Honorable members, I indicated that this is a maiden speech. And the gestures that you are showing there are not the gestures that we have in our rules. We don't have such. Honorable members, please. This house is too small for you to make such noise. Proceed, Honorable Mkhwebane.
In more than one occasion over the last 5 years, the president of the ANC has assured the people of South Africa that load shedding will be things of the past and things just got worse. At the beginning of this year, the Secretary General of the ruling party said load shedding will end before December 2023, and there are no scientific and engineering demonstrations and evidence and signs that load shedding will end under this government. Despite the many assurances given by this minister, who oddly does not have a dedicated committee to report to here in Parliament, load shedding will remain and will get worse as long as the ANC is still in power. The EFF's roadmap to electricity dependability articulated by the CIC Julius Malema and Deputy President Floyd Shivambu are the only solutions that will end load shedding in South Africa. It is illusionary for anyone to think that and believe that you can end load shedding without securing base load electricity generation and supply, which in this instance is coal, nuclear, hydroelectricity, and conversion of gas into electricity. At the center of South Africa's electricity problem and crisis are the independent power producers who are imposed in our country by the imperialist West and forced into Eskom without any rational and sensible basis. We have to expose the hypocrisy of the West, who instruct us to close down our coal power stations when millions of tons of coal are leaving South Africa every day to go build and bolster Western and Eastern economic giants, creating ghost towns, perpetuating unemployment and poverty. We accept that electricity generation must not destroy the environment, but we cannot close down electricity generation without viable and concept-proven sources of electricity. Electricity that is harvested from the sun and wind is inherently and therefore not reliable. It can be used as off-grid solution, not as a long-term electricity solution for South Africa. That is why the proposal and submission of the EFF, that is specialized conditional grant to assist municipalities off-grid solution, must be given due consideration. The efforts of the EFF in Ekurhuleni in sourcing base load electricity on what can illuminate into BOT build operator transfer contracts is the best model that must be replicated the whole of South Africa. Eskom must, as a matter of agency, seek to extend Quebec nuclear power license for an additional 20 years and must consider a BOT model for additional nuclear energy, which remain the cheapest for electricity in South Africa. South Africa must accept that in the foreseeable future, there is no electricity solution that can exclude coal as a source of energy. If anything, we should invest in coal clean technologies. We, as the EFF, will, during the course of November 2023, finalize the action plan on what are we going to do when we take over government from May 2024 onwards. We are aware that as part of the ruling party's election strategy, for 2024, they will go around making empty promises and commitments on things they know they cannot deliver. The people of South Africa must know that it is not only the EFF working within the best interest of the country. We have Black professionals in the energy sector who will end load shedding in South Africa. The rest of the political parties are just talking and electioneering. People are suffering, people are losing work, employment is high, businesses are destroyed because of this issue of electricity. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you.
Now, the way I feel about how she's well spoken. I mean, being an advocate, presenting, reading, even in past 7 years as a public protector, she had to read a lot of reports, do a lot of presenting, whether to the communities or to the presidential office or to parliament or wherever. She's always presenting, or to the media, she's always presenting. So Busisiwe Mkhwebane is well spoken. She's very well articulated, and she knows a story. She can read, she can look up, look down, interact with the people. So we're expecting more to come from her. It's good that she's the EFF is coming to this thing to say, listen, we must use coal, because coal is one mineral that we don't lack in South Africa, and we are exporting a lot of it to this called developed countries, because they are still using coal. So we as South Africa, we must not feel bad for using coal, thinking about the environment, whatever. Many developed countries are using coal, and we have a surplus of coal here in South Africa. So let's use it. She said, she does not, she sees that the ANC is using the fixing the Eskom campaign as campaigning for the 2024 election, and saying the EFF is the only party that has a solution to a solution to the Eskom issue. For me, I'm happy with how she spoke first day. We still want to wish her luck. Going forward, she will be under a microscope class. Will be analyzing everything that she's been saying, all the steps that she's been taking. This time around, they just gave her the respect to say, listen, let her speak. It's a maiden speech. Let's let her speak. But next time, she'll be called names. She'll be challenged on the pulpit, and she will feel the fire, a true fire of parliament. The DA will be going on her, the ANC will be going on her. It will be crazy next time she speaks in parliament. And of course, I hope they slot her somewhere in the what you call in the committees. I'm sure they will very soon, because with a person of her experience, she needs to be in one of the committees in parliament, and I'm sure they will slot her in there. And also, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Should the EFF win the 2024 elections, of which most of you think they will, what do you think, which ministry rather, should Busisiwe Mkhwebane take? Where do you see her coming in? in all the ministers, hypothetically speaking, because we don't know what the elections results are going to be next year. It's very interesting. Minister of Justice, I don't know. Home Affairs, maybe. I don't know. It will be very interesting to see where they will slot Busisiwe if they do win. Of course, let's not get ahead of ourselves. A day in politics is like a year in life. Anything can happen. I told you, we can a political party can lose people, gain people. Anything can happen between now and May next year. But so far so good for the EFF. They've got a good horse here on the tracks, and it's running. It's running. Congratulations again. Congratulations to Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane. Siyathokoza. Isitshaba samaNdebele siyathokoza ukuthi kuneNdebele lisimeleko lapho. And siyathokoza kakhulu, siyakuthanda, sijabulela ukukubona ukhona lapho eParliamentary wena sisibusi. Ubabonise ukuthi amaNdebele asizange uzokudlala la, sizorarulula imiraro. Thank you guys. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, of course, stand up and do your best so that God can do the rest. Just know that your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Malening, salutes you.
Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, leave your thoughts on the comment section and hit the like and subscribe button, and we will meet on the next one.